What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Caribbean episode 16. So if you haven't seen the 16th episode of Baddies Caribbean on Zeus Network, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support. If you want to support my channel, liking and subscribing is the best way to do so. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. I'm going to definitely be looking at my notes over here that I take throughout the show. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And please comment below what you would grade this week's episode, what you thought of this week's episode. If I forget anything or if I'm off on anything, please let me know in the comments because I do be forgetful. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. Excuse me. I'm gonna give this week's episode a C minus. Ain't too much going on. It was literally just like the same shit we always see. They sitting around talking about shit that happened the night before, like we didn't see it as viewers. The shit annoys me. Yeah, I'm gonna grade it a C minus. Last Chance Baddies Caribbean on Zeus Network, episode 16. If you haven't seen it, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Please bear with me, guys. If you watch my reviews, then you know I am with child. And today is just one of those days where I'm not feeling my best. Like, today has been a nauseous type of day. I've been throwing up all day. I've just finished throwing up, so I'm like, let me try to do this review and hope that I don't have to stop it and run and throw up. I can't keep no food down. But look, we ain't here to talk about me, but I just want to let y'all know, okay, just in case I got to edit this video or something. But we're going to try to get through it. I'm going to try to power through. And then I'm going to bed after this. I don't even give a fuck how early it is. I just wanted to get this review out because I know that this review is one of the reviews that I get most of my views on. So I want to make sure I get it out there. And trying to get it out there before the sun go down. The episode begins with Anna and Biggie sitting talking about the party that happened the night before. And they talk about Taseki making up with E.T. and they still don't really fuck with E.T. and they hoping that Taseki doesn't really trust E.T. even though they made amends. And Biggie's like, Taseki must have said, E.T. must have said some grown woman shit to make Taseki make up with her. She literally didn't say nothing but, I don't got no problem with you. My beef is with Anna because she spoke on my kids. That's all they aired her saying to Taseki. So I was like, it wasn't really no grown woman shit that she said to Taseki. And then her and Taseki just hugged it out. It was really nothing to me what I saw. So then they talk about Anna and Mariah Lynn. Again, I don't really care about that situation. I forget that Mariah Lynn wasn't in the house with them last season. She was in the house with Natalie and them. So I don't know where Anna and Mariah Lynn's close friendship came from, but apparently, Anna and Biggie are talking about Anna and Mariah Lynn making amends, having a sit down talking, and hopefully Anna apologizing to Mariah Lynn's mom, which doesn't happen, by the way. So then we get to scene Asian Doll, Mariah Lynn, and Sapphire. They sitting down talking about the party. Sapphire starts explaining what happened between her and Bianca. What didn't happen between her and Bianca. Bianca tried to fight her and spit at her multiple times. And she claims she wanted to fight Bianca, but they wouldn't let it happen. I don't know. I don't understand because Sapphire claims that she was ready to fight Bianca. And Bianca was clearly ready to fight Sapphire. But I guess the production didn't let it happen. Even though she said production came to her and said Bianca wanted to fight. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I misheard something. I don't remember. I don't know. But, and I'm just like, y'all all pick and choose when y'all want to fight somebody. They sitting there talking about how Bianca didn't want to fight at the field in fear of getting jumped. And I feel like that night at the party, Sapphire didn't want to fight Bianca in fear of getting jumped. I feel like Bianca, not taking Bianca's side, but Bianca probably brought them girls because the last time she was with y'all was all at the field and it was looking like a jumping situation, especially with Diamond the Body trying to grab her shit off of her and Biggie doing weird shit. Yeah. I would have bought some motherfucking bitches I trust too. Not taking up for Bianca. Not saying that she's, I just see shit for how look, it's my review. This is how I feel. Yeah, I might not agree with some shit I say in this review, but whatever. So then they talk about Anna and Marilyn making amends, and Marilyn's like, yeah, I feel like I miss her and she missed me too, so I do want to sit down and have a conversation with her. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, Marilyn, look at who you sitting with. Remember, you sat with both of these bitches, and both of these bitches did you dirty. Agent beat your ass about 2 or 3 times on that field. Sapphire tried to, you know what she did with Suki last season to you. So I'm just like, tread lightly. You kikiing with these bitches talking about your sisters and all that. And you clowning a bitch that came on the show on Go For You. Not saying Bianca's innocent, but I'm just saying, like, Mariah Lynn, you need to tighten up. So then we get to seeing Natalie, Scotty, and Rolly sitting around talking about the party. And they talk about E.T. and Scotty tells them, I confronted her about her leaking our numbers. And like I said in my last review, you confronted her, Scotty. Confronting is what you thought you did with Gretch. You ain't do shit but Kiki with E.T. talking about something. That wasn't nice of you to leak our numbers. I had to get a whole new number, bitch. I don't know. They just be saying shit. So, then they talk about Bianca trying to fight Sapphire and how she got kicked out for trying to fight Sapphire. Then we get to sit down between Mariah and Anna. Like I said, I never saw this close relationship that they supposedly had. Anna's getting emotional. She's like, I'm so close to you and to Seki and Biggie. But it's like them true words come out when y'all arguing. You was saying a lot of shit like Taseki don't really fuck with you and all that other shit. But now you're saying you was only close with her, Taseki, and Biggie. And it was weird. And apparently whatever happened to Anna's face, Mariah Lynn was there. So they talking about how, she wouldn't want to get into it with Mariah Lynn because Mariah Lynn was there when that happened to her face. And it might just be me, but in this scene, it seemed like Mariah Lynn was doing a lot of the apologizing. And I know, I guess Mariah Lynn is in the wrong or something. I don't know how the friendship fell out. All I remember is Anna fighting her mom and we didn't get to see it. And then that's where the beef started. I didn't even know they had a beef because before that episode when Diamond and Baddies was fighting Slim Too Bad, Anna and Mariah Lynn seemed to be cool except for Mariah Lynn was calling Anna messy for trying to instigate the fight. So I thought they was cool until the incident with Anna and Mariah Lynn's mom. So I was like, okay, so they are beefing. It's like they leave a lot of shit unsaid. And it's crazy because they sit and talk about shit that we seen, but then the unsaid shit don't get said. So I'm just like, okay. They had to sit down. They cry it out. They make amends. At one point, Anna's like, well, I would love to apologize to your mom if you want to call it. And Mariah Lynn's like, look, I'm apologizing on behalf of my mom. We just gonna leave her out of it. Cause Anna, I feel like Mariah Lynn's mom is gonna be like, fuck that bullshit. Like I'm not making amends with the bitch. So that's why I feel like that's why Mariah Lynn left that shit alone. So we get this quick cutaway. Diamond and Baddies goes to get Biggie for dinner. Mind you, all the baddies are talking about how they're not going to be able to eat at this dinner because you know how Natalie's get-togethers, dinners, whatever, mayhems turn into mayhem. So it's like, are y'all eating at all? That y'all got to keep talking about y'all ain't... it's just they always talking about they hungry. It just be throwing me off. I be like, y'all hungry? Like, are y'all not eating on the show? Because Natalie was like, I didn't eat in 5 days and we dealing with this bullshit. So I'm just like... What is it? Like, are y'all not eating in the house? So Diamond and Baddies goes to get the Biggie for the dinner. And apparently Biggie's not feeling well. And I'm just like, she could honestly not be feeling well. Diamond and Baddies in her confession talking about some, if she ain't missing out on no meals, so she must really be sick. But I'm in my head like, are you scared that somebody might want to catch a fade with you? Is that why you not don't want to be there? But that could just be, she could have just really been sick. I don't know. I was about to get a thundering. Let me hurry it up. So then we get to seeing Natalie and Rolly meet up with E.T. before the dinner. And I thought this shit was so funny. So they sitting down with E.T. and Natalie goes on to talk about how she don't understand where her and E.T. went left and why E.T. tried to sneak her at the reunion and this, that, and the third. So Natalie's in her confessional talking about some goddamn, I can't stand E.T. And if she don't apologize right now, I'm going to smack the shit out of her. Then has the nerve to sit right there with E.T. and talk about some, I didn't come to fight. I'm totally over it. I changed my number. I'm totally over it. I'm just like, come on, Natalie. We're going to see this. We're going to see you be a confessional thug. I was like, talking about Rolly do your big one. I was like, Natalie, just shut up sometimes. And then E.T. doesn't even really apologize. E.T.'s like, if I did this, then I do want to apologize. I'm just like, that's not an apology. She didn't apologize to Natalie. Natalie in the confessional like, well, E.T. admitted that she fucked up. I was just like, when? She said if and I do need to apologize. She never said I apologize for what I've done. She said if I did this and did that, then I want to apologize. Then I do want to apologize. But it was just like, okay. So this is when now Rolly and E.T. are going back and forth. Rolly brings up, she starts going off about stuff that happened at the reunion. People saying, and this was the thing, like, I get where Rolly's coming from, but at the same time, you the one that so-called don't give a fuck about what the comments say and all that, but everything that you're defending right now is based off what commenter says. So she like, people were saying you didn't, that I didn't stick around for you, and people in the comments saying I let you get jumped, and da-da-da-da. For you to not so much care about commenters, you are butthurt right now about what the commenters were saying about you and E.T. and supposedly you letting her sneak Natalie or whatever the case may be. But I also get it. I get it. I mean, this is what y'all got to have, that back and forth. But I was just like, girl, you so-called don't care about what people say. Because people did a whole petition to get your ass off the show. And you claim you ain't give a fuck about the commenters or what the haters and all that shit say. But now, as you arguing with E.T., you saying, oh, I don't, the commenters saying this and the commenters saying that. I'm looking like, what did I do? No. Okay. So then, one thing I will agree with Rolly, she calls E.T. childish for leaking their numbers. She's like, you're childish. Like, you leaked the numbers because I didn't call you back. Like, that's childish. I understood that completely. Like, you playing with people's lives. You leaking numbers. Like, that's weird shit. Now, I understand where Natalie was coming from when she said, now, with these new seasons and these new girls, I don't feel comfortable giving my number out to all certain girls. So, I get that. So they going back and forth, Rolly and E.T. Rolly gets up, walks over to E.T. and pulls a Sierra from Love and Hip Hop, tries to hit E.T. with her purse. E.T. hit Rolly ass with 3 baka before the fight even started. They fighting, but E.T. done already got 3 baka on Rolly ass before they even... They fighting, and Natalie got the nerve to talk about something. E.T. no, let her go. You just was in your confessional like, Rolly, do your big one. But now her big ass getting pummeled. The fight over, you can see a motherfucking scratch and knot all on Rolly's forehead. She talking hella shit. That's how you know. Well, she talk shit after every fight like she won. She want to say E.T. had rings on. E.T.'s not a cast member, so I guess she can do whatever the fuck she want. Y'all had to bring her back to make some static on an episode. But y'all calling her all types of we don't need you shits and all that. Y'all obviously needed her for this episode. And I don't even like E.T. So that's saying a lot. And I did notice when they got to fighting, security was holding the shit out of E.T. Don't hold somebody when Rolly's the one that swung first. Rolly swung first. So if she swung first, then that caused what E.T. supposed to sit there and take that purse slap? So we get the final scene. All the ladies arrive at dinner, and Natalie tells the 3 replacements, Kiva, Nunu, and Jellybean, that they'll finally be able to move into the house. And then Natalie announces that Asian Doll will be receiving a Baddies chain. Meatball's still butthurt about Tinker getting the Baddies chain off Natalie. So she's like, well, what does it take to get a Baddies chain? What, you gotta be hard? Cause I deserve a Baddies chain. And you see in her confessional, she wearing the Baddies chain now. It's just like, if you had to do all that for the Baddies chain, I wouldn't even want the shit. Like I already said, that the chain is ugly to me. It don't look feminine. It's hella bulky. I mean, I know females like to wear nigga chains nowadays, but that chain don't give for me. I don't care what you accentuate it with. Like I said, Biggie tried to put what's the shit? The Cuban links on it. It still don't. The chain is ugly. I wouldn't even geek for it, but whatever. I mean, hey. She got her chain in the end. So this is when Gretchen announces that she's going to be leaving because of her elbow. She wants to get her elbow checked out in the States. And I was like, I agree with that because we saw her elbow the night when they was all getting into it. That shit looked bad. Compared to that little ass bite mark that Jayla keep complaining about, like, Gretchen ain't crying out once about her elbow. I mean, she said, yeah, it's hurting or whatever, but Jayla cried and cried and cried about the little bite mark on her chest and the scratch mark that Biggie put on her. You cannot cry when you get war wounds. That's a fucking part of fighting. So she irritated me with that. So she's like, oh, nobody wanted you here anyway. Deuces, Gretchen. I mean, the newbies fucked with Gretchen. I'm just happy. I don't fuck with Gretchen like that. But I like the fact that nobody got to run her out the house. She ain't let nobody run her out the house. She left on her own accord. Y'all bitches talk about y'all big dogs. Y'all ain't running her out of shit. Meatball, Jayla, whoever the fuck else, Scotty. She left on her own accord. Ain't nobody running her out of shit. I hate that she had to leave Callie by herself, but I seen that elbow. That elbow looked nasty. That was nasty work. So then Nunu, she stands up and she says something that stuck out with me. These are her exact words. She said something that stuck with me is the situation that happened between Anna and Mariah Lynn. And before she could get another word out, Anna Mac is like, nobody knows you, bitch. So it's just like, dang, we didn't get to hear what Nunu was about to say next. But then her and Nunu just immediately start going back and forth. And I know people are saying online that Nunu checked Anna for some shit that had nothing to do with her. Absolutely. But listen to the way it happened. She said, I wanted to speak on, what'd she say? Because I wrote it down. She said, something that stuck with me is the situation that be happening between Anna and Mariah Lynn. And she didn't get to get nothing else out before Anna was like, no, it don't matter because nobody knows you, bitch. So who really started the argument there? Anna, like, straight out called her a bitch. And then they just start going back and forth. And then Rolly in her confessional calls Anna baby Floyd Mayweather. I was like, send her ass to Now That's TV and let her be on a show with Baby Tyson or Ivory and then call her ass baby Mayweather. Like, what? I was like, Rolly, you just be saying, they just be saying shit. I get it though. They friends, so you wouldn't be calling her baby Floyd Mayweather a couple of episodes ago when y'all was just getting into it. But go off, Rolly. I just be like, they just be saying shit, bruh. So then out of nowhere, Kiva calls out Taseki and Scotty, and she says, I feel like y'all done switched up on me. Y'all picked me to be on the show, but y'all switched up on me. So then Taseki and Scotty are like, we don't even know you like that to do anything that you speaking of. And they like, we haven't even had a chance to like get to know you because you're not in the house, and we've had a chance to get to know Tinkerbella. I mean, whose fault is that? They're not in the house, so it's just like, how can she connect with y'all? But then Kiva, she calls out the fake sisterly, like I call it, the Dick Ryder tatership that goes on within the cast. She calls that shit out, and I'm just like, at least somebody peeped it, because she's like, I stand 10 toes. I don't need nobody to defend me, and I felt her on that because it's just like. And she was like, no disrespect, but yeah, as viewers, we all see that shit. We all see that y'all pick and choose who y'all want to defend, who y'all want to instigate for, who y'all want to kiki, ha, beat her ass for, and shit. Like, we all see it. So I was glad that she called it out. It didn't get as much, what I thought it would. But I was like, somebody finally calling the bullshit out. But it was just like, she went about it wrong. Like, calling out Taseki and Scotty singularly. But I understood where she was coming from. Like, it's the whole, I get what she was saying. She just didn't give it the way she was supposed to. But I was like, yeah, Kiva peeps it. Like, she can ride by herself. She don't need no sister or no fake sister or no duo or no, that's my friend, So I understood where she was coming from. She just didn't deliver it the right way. It was just like starting off with Taseki and Scotty. That wasn't the right way to go about it. Then Jelly Bean, she starts talking about a whole bunch of bullshit. I don't even like that girl. I don't even think she should have got chosen. I've been saying this. I don't even think she should have got chosen. Natalie only chose her because she fought for her at the beach, but got beat up. So it was just like. So as she's talking, not saying shit, Callie's like, bitch, shut up. Everybody just started laughing. Well, not everybody, but I was just like, yes, because you You saying a whole bunch of nothing. I was like, this bitch already drunk. She's saying a whole bunch of nothing. Bullshit. She's like, you ain't a baddie, bitch, with your zebra outfit. So Callie and Jellybean, they start having a back and forth, and they start throwing food and whatnot, and they come around the table like they about to fight, and then the episode ends. So we didn't get a fight this episode. It's got a lot of talking about what we seen in the last episode and a lot of arguing. So that's why I said I would grade this episode a C-. It didn't really give anything. We see in the next episode that Callie and Jellybean get into it a little more. Jayla, of course, inserts herself because it's somebody she don't like. And then we see Meatball and Tinka finally have their fallout. I mean, we're just going to wait to see what happens with that. I don't really care for neither one of them, so that shit don't even... I don't even really give a fuck about that shit for me. And then we see the smackdown that happens at the end between DTB and Nunu. That looks like a tie. And then I couldn't see who Kiva was fighting. But, you know, Kiva looking like she crushing shit, so... But yeah, those are my little thoughts or what have yous for this episode and the episodes to come. Like I said, I would grade it a C-. Comment below what you would grade the episode, what you thought of the episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, please let me know. Ooh, excuse me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even a lot. But liking and subscribing helps my channel. So please like and subscribe. Comment below. Again, thanks for watching. See y'all in the next review. Peace. I made it through, y'all. No throw up.